Shouldn't have got my hopes up. Today we're looking at Mothership Zeta, the alien themed, and yes, I said alien themed, add-on for Fallout 3. Sorry for a little bit of low energy coming from me when covering this, but especially after coming from Point Lookout, this was a massive step down in nearly every single way. Okay, so Mothership Zeta has our lone wanderer finding a crashed alien spaceship out in the capital wasteland. We find the wreckage and are immediately beamed up into the ship far above Earth's atmosphere, only to be prodded by these small green aliens. We are then put into a cell with Soma, who we plan our escape with. Also, did I mention our inventory is completely stripped again? Because I liked it so much the other two times. Again, this time isn't that bad, as it actually gives us a chance to play around with some of the new alien weapons, which aside from the drone cannon, were all pretty strong. We get our equipment back shortly after fighting some more of the aliens, but I ended up using their weapon since it was the only reliable source of ammo on the ship. Making our way through the ship, we find a girl who was abducted during the Great War named Sally. She acts as our guide for the ship, leading us to the exit because, like, I guess she's been here a while? We eventually head to the cryogenics chamber and release a soldier from Operation Anchorage, a cowboy from the Old West, and even a Japanese samurai. This is where the expansion begins to drag a little bit. The next quest has us travel through 3 chambers and blow up generators in order to be able to get the teleporter working to the main ship. During this time, we move from room to room, killing the same enemies, and by God, some of these guys are so tanky. Also, for whatever reason, we aren't supposed to kill the workers. For some reason, that gives us negative karma, which doesn't make any sense since, you know, they're fucking aliens. But whatever, I killed them nevertheless. We eventually make our way to the exterior of the ship for a spacewalk, and this is a pretty visually appealing segment if short. That is how I would actually describe the setting in general. It is visually interesting, but I almost feel like it's a little too out of place. I enjoyed the pit and Point Lookout because those settings felt like a natural extension of the world of Fallout 3. Mothership Zeta feels completely removed from that world, no pun intended. Eventually, we teleport to the next section of the ship, where we see Earth from above in another visually appealing area. Then we have Sally open the door and... enough looking at Earth. Let's, come on. And, enough looking at Earth. Come on, let's get a move on. Sally? Hello? Yeah, at this point my quest bugged out, so I had to try to get a little creative for her to do her fucking job. I tried pushing her to the door, I tried exiting and re-entering the area, I even relaunched the game, and nope, nothing. Still just wants to look at the floor. Well, fuck it, I don't need her. I got console commands, bitch. There we go. We make our way up to the death ray and actually have the option of firing at Earth. I don't know if this actually does anything, but hey, fuck anyone who might be in that spot in particular, I guess. So we fight our way through more enemies, and man, these next few sections just drag. Like, it isn't difficult killing these guys, but it's very tedious for how bullet spongy they are. Plus, the sheer amount of them makes these next few areas a complete slog. Eventually, we get to the captain's quarters, nuke the fuck out of the room because it's the end of my playthrough and I've been sitting on 12 mini-nukes, so fuck this whole place. And then have a battle with another spaceship that ultimately results in us pressing the same 3 buttons as fast as we can. After that, a beacon is placed down in the capital wasteland so that we can at least return to the ship to get some of the loot if we so choose. But that's all that there really is, and I really didn't enjoy this very much. In fact, this probably has my vote for the weakest of the add-ons of Fallout 3. I liked the visuals, the loot was pretty strong, and even some of the audio logs were kind of interesting, but the linear structure, complete lack of anything to do outside of the main quest, and tediousness of battling through the enemies really slogged this one down. This is something I can only recommend to someone only if they really enjoyed everything else, and I do mean everything else Fallout 3 had to offer. So if I had to rank all of the Fallout 3 DLC from best to worst, my list would look something like this. First place is definitely Point Lookout for its open world design, fun main quest, and side content. Second goes to the Pit for having a cool setting, interesting moral choices, but falls short due to linearity. Next is Broken Steel for fixing the ending of the base game, increasing the level cap and perk amount, but was pretty unremarkable otherwise. Next would be Operation Anchorage for having an interesting setting for the lore of Fallout 3, but having to be a shitty COD campaign mission and not really being able to go back to it really docked its points. Finally, Mothership Zeta was my least favorite, for being a slog to get through, feeling out of place, and having the least to do with the world of Fallout. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. What was your favorite memory of Mothership Zeta? Please be sure to leave your comments in the comment section down below. And hey, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a like, maybe consider subscribing. Then I'll catch you guys in the next one.